Hi guys, got a horror DVD review for you today. This is the 2012 film Creep Van. Now this is directed by Scott W. McKinley, who also directed Gag, and he also starred in it as well. But Gag is a film I watched recently. I've not reviewed it. I think I will in the future. It's kind of like a Saw, Torture kind of film. It was made in 2006 and released recently in England. And overall I did not like that film. It was just like a super low budget film, so I wasn't expecting too much from this. But I was kind of surprised. I actually really enjoyed this film. It was packed full of violence and some kind of intentional laughs, because the film had a very interesting tone. Like it didn't take itself too seriously. It was kind of cheesy and goofy, and it worked for me. I just think the film worked. It's about a guy called Campbell. I should know this really, shouldn't I? He's kind of like a loser. Like, you know, he sucks at life. He's got a crap job and he's had a history of failed jobs, like delivering pizzas without a car, so we had to take the bus. Just silly little things like that, and it's kind of the humour like that that's repeated from the film. I mean, at some points it's kind of like a bad comedy, but I didn't mind. I thought there was plenty of like laughs in there to kind of make it acceptable. I wouldn't say it's a horror comedy. It just had plenty of humour in it though. It's a full horror film. It's not a horror comedy. So anyway, yeah, he's looking to buy a van. He sees this van for sale and he decides to inquire about it, and he gets no response, and then he tries again and he hears a girl screaming and like people are getting killed off by, it seems like the van at first, but no, it's the driver, who's kind of just referred to as Creep throughout the film. You never really see him until the very end of the film. So you know, the main killer, it's more the van rather than the driver itself, because you never really see the killer outside the van. You know, you just see the van in the background or the van chasing them, and so to me, very much, I did kind of see that the van was the killer rather than the character. I don't think the person driving the van mattered, because it was the scary, creepy van. You know, very like old style, all rusty on and dirty and kind of creepy. It's the kind of van, if you see the parts outside your house, you would be kind of worried for your life, because it does look like, you know, there's a lot of mentions in that. It's kind of like a rapey van. Like straight away, kind of says when a character says to her son who's around the van, says like, "No good people own vans," or something along those lines. And you know, this kind of van, it's true. No one good can own this van and still be driving around in it and parking it in suburban areas. But yeah, there's some pretty strange characters in there, and a lot of things that didn't make too much sense. But I think the film itself wasn't taking itself too seriously at any point anyway, so I could let that slide. Like, someone got sliced in half by the window of the van, and you know, that's not possible, but it was the violence, it was well done, so I kind of forgive it. The van itself is all kitted out inside, like there's traps and buttons that the driver can press to kill people, and spikes or hammers or things happen. Overall, there was quite a lot of violence in the film. I was really surprised. I wasn't expecting too much, because on Amazon it did say it was a 15, but I got it an 18. So go figure. So usually, like, these days, it doesn't take much to be an 18, but you know, this is warranted of an 18 rating. There's plenty of violence. There's people getting run over. Like a couple of people got sliced in half. Someone's face got sliced off as well. And no, the effects were all pretty good, really good actually. I'm going to say they were really good. Plenty of violence, plenty of gore, and I really enjoyed this film. There's one bit as well in particular, you can see on the back there. It's in the trailer as well for a split second, and the violence in that is pretty damn cool. It's just a crazy idea, and that whole scene is just brilliant. I think the way the couple is performing these crazy sex acts, like the main character's friend and girlfriend, like, who they share the house with, they're into all kinds of creepy, weird sex, like latex and just blonde suits and just, like, masks, and it's just really strange. Like, all the characters in it are strange. Like, there's a drug dealer as well, who's in, like, meditating with random naked girls, and the characters are just crazy. But yeah, overall, I just enjoyed this film. I'm giving it a 6 out of 10 for enjoyment.
5, let's say.
So I enjoyed this film, and it's worth watching if you're a fan of horror, especially gore. And it doesn't take itself too seriously as well, which I think works in its favour, because there's nothing like a film that's like low budget that takes stuff too seriously and you can't quite manage to create suspense and drama, whereas this just managed to create some laughs and just a generally enjoyable film. I mean, the acting wasn't great. I don't think Brian, I'm not going to say his second name, Brian, the person who plays Campbell, is particularly a good actor, but he does remind me of the guy from Supernatural. I don't actually watch it, but his face really looks like he's in the Mad Bloody Valentine remake. I think it's Supernatural that the other actors in, I'm not too sure, but he really looks similar to him. But I don't think he's a great actor. I mean, overall the acting's, I'd say, low standard. It's what you expect from a low budget horror film, to be honest. There's no great acting in there, but yeah. So that's all I'd say really about Creepman. So definitely should check this out on DVD if you can. It's quite cheap to get on Amazon. In Kex, it's £4. It was in HMV before it shut down, but we didn't get it because it was expensive, like everything else at HMV. But yeah, we got this off Amazon. It's definitely worth checking out and watching. So yeah, that's my review of Creepman. So thank you for watching it, and please check out my other videos, and also message me if you've got any suggestions of films I should watch and review. Thank you for watching.